The horror with your host with the most tremble as always. Welcome back. So we are going to be talking about a few horror movies this week. I know I've been kind of slacking on videos this week, especially horror movies. I'm sorry, I've just been kind of all over the place between work, family stuff, other stuff. I am so sorry, guys, but I'm trying to get kind of back on track. I thank you guys for being so patient with me, but let's go ahead and crack into a review today. I just finished a movie from that is actually on Amazon Prime called The Final Terror from 1983, starring Daryl Hannah, Adrian Zmed. For those of you who are some youngins, Adrian Zmed was a very popular actor in the 80s, like TV star, some movies and stuff. I think he's still doing some acting and stuff, but very big in the 80s. Kind of sort of like Daryl Hannah in a way too. I know she's still doing work and stuff too, but definitely more popular in the 80s. And also Joe Pantoliano, who has been in fucking everything still to this day, let me tell you. But no, this one, The Final Terror, like I said, 1983 came out. And it's kind of basically about this, military or some sort of, something like that, group of people on a camping trip and everything. Here's the thing, I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a slasher. It kind of made it sound like it was a bit of a slasher on Prime. It kind of is to an extent, but not really. Here's the thing about this movie, I was a little disappointed with it, but I'm not upset at that because I really wasn't expecting a whole lot out of this movie, to be honest with you, especially when you see 1983, camp environment, you know, kind of that tail end of the first run of slasher movies and everything. So, you kind of know, especially for someone like me, I know a lot of you guys are like this, it's certain movies, when you start, when you kind of go into them, you kind of have an idea of what to expect. Like, it might not be the greatest thing, it might have a little bit of something. I mean, it's not terrible, it's a little bit of a slow burn, to be honest with you, and honestly, not that many kills in this one. Like, there's a pretty sizable cast in this, especially once even once the our initial target group of victims, it's still a pretty large group. And even like the first two kills that we see at the beginning, I think there's like a total of like maybe 6 out of like 20 people. So in retrospect, not that many. If it was a smaller cast, like Friday 13th or something, that'd be like, oh my god, dude, like, everyone died. Not so much this one. And honestly, too, it's not a bad thing. Really, it's not a bad thing. Like I said, it was just kind of a little bland for me. A little bland. You know, not as much of a slasher as I thought. This is something definitely that I think people... I don't think a lot of people would like this, but I think a certain number of you might kind of enjoy this a little bit. Now, when I say a certain number of you might enjoy this, now I'm mainly kind of talking about people who are like myself, a lot of you guys who are really into horror movies, or maybe someone who is really seriously starting getting into horror movies and stuff. Check this one out. It's at least kind of worth checking out. It's nothing so bad where it's like, do totally pass. If you do pass on this one, you're not missing much. But it is, to an extent, worth checking out. Because like I said, I think some of you guys may enjoy this one a little bit more than I did. Especially, too, if you like something such as scarecrows. Let me see if I can find my copy really quickly here. Like, if you like something sort of such as Scarecrows, where it's a horror movie, it's kind of semi a slasher movie, but not a typical traditional slasher like Friday 13th, Halloween, The Burning, you may like The Final Terror. I'll be honest with you on that. But overall, yeah, not everyone's gonna like this one. I'll be honest. That's okay. That's okay. Like I said, I mean, it's sort of worth a viewing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I was just a little bored with it. A little slow pace for me, which is weird because I am the type of person, I don't mind slow paced movies, slow burn movies. This one was just and plus two, it was kind of like, dude, I want some more kills. I want some more kills. And even with some of the kills, I was kind of like, oh, they killed someone, you know. But I mean, whatever. I just may not have been in the mood to like really watch this movie. So I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. If any of you guys have ever seen this movie, feel free to in the comments. Let me know what you think of it. Let everyone else know what you think of it. Whether you loved it or hated it. But till next time, you guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.